just recently retired and you're struggling to feel connected in the community, you can sign up for an organization called Men's Shed. Men's Shed is a community-based and volunteer-run organization that's open to all men and offers all kinds of fun ways for them to spend time together, connect, and build new friendships. Joining us now is one of the founders of the Men's Shed program, Ben Salnikowski. Hello, Ben.
Good morning. Thanks
for joining us. Now, this all started for you, well, the Shed started in 2009.
Right.
But you actually went to the Manitoba Hydro building, and you just happened to see a man working away at some of this carving, and you had been active with carving before that.
Yep. Yeah, I started a little bit of carving, and I thought, well, I'd get into it a little bit more, have some fun, and maybe I'll learn something.
Yeah.
And I was kind of impressed by some of the displays they had. So I went to the Woodhaven Men's Shed. That was the only one in Winnipeg at the time. And sat down beside a fellow, and he was whittling away at a piece of wood, and great. And after it was time to go, I said to him, well, maybe I'll come back. He says, well, please do come back. He says, we talked about something that's important. I said, oh, really? No. What's so important that we talked about? I don't know. We talked about fishing and, doing things.
Yeah.
He says, no, we talked about prostates. I said, oh, okay. Fine. What's so important about that? He says, well, now, you have a little problem, I have a little problem. It was nothing serious, by the way. And my wife doesn't understand why I get up to pee every half hour.
Okay.
I don't understand her menopause. She doesn't understand my prostate. I go to the doctor says, take a pill, and you're out of here. But now I understand this a little better. I know what's going on a lot more than I did before.
So it's allowed you to connect with other men who might be experiencing something you're going through, something you can't talk about with your wife, apparently, and it just made you feel like you belonged.
Exactly. And the men we have there now, I belong to a shed now in East Elmwood. We have, for example, we have a blind fellow. What does he do? Nothing. He sits there and talks and listens to what's going on around him. And there's a lot of chattering going on. There's a lot of talking. Guys talk about everything. So a fellow sitting beside him, Keith, says, John, why don't you polish my stick for me? And Keith makes these beautiful canes. They're just gorgeous. This is just polished.
Yeah.
John says, yeah, I'll polish it. Well, the fellow is busy polishing canes, and he's involved. He makes charcuterie boards. Now, this is a man he wasn't depressed or anything, but he had nothing to do. Now he can't wait to come to the shed.
Okay, well, we're almost out of time already. So
sorry.
If somebody's watching this and they really need to connect with other men like you, what's the best advice? How can they join in?
Go to Men's Sheds Manitoba on the internet. You'll find it. There are 5 sheds in Winnipeg with 2 or 3 more on the drawing board. There are 6 or 7 in the province. So just go on the internet, have a look there. And it's a wonderful organization. I just can't believe the way it's changed men's lives without even trying. Men just come, they sit around, and then they start talking, communicating. It's just so wonderful. I just love to see that. It sounds
wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing it with us. And of course, if this is something that is appealing to you, or you have a partner that it sounds like it might appeal to them, we have a link on our website where you can get more information. Thanks, Ben.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Community Connection is brought to you by Mr. Reuter Plumbing. Born to be a hero, trained to be a plumber.